You don't even need to speak Spanish. You can live in Latin America and do very well. That's not what this video is about, but it kind of is what it's about. Women, the feminine, speak through feeling. I've lived in Colombia the last 9 years. I danced very poorly the first couple of years. I dance much better now. The reason I wanted to talk about dance is because there's so many like hidden metaphors of polarity, masculine, feminine, of sex, of leading, of being able to keep a woman safe yet free. And when it comes to understanding what safety means to a woman, we can go down this path and start to understand a bit of it and read a book and go, I gotta follow this 3-step process. And that probably will help you a lot. If you do something like that or read some book, read some blog, if you put in a small bit of effort, you'll most likely be doing better than 90% of men out there. There's even fireworks going off in the background showing you how important it could be, or it is, to understand what it's like to make a woman feel safe. But when you just learn something intellectually, it becomes like a heady concept. It can be a process, albeit useful. It's not something that's embodied. I remember going through a breakup a while ago. And I remember this girl saying, and it really got my ass, like, wow, I so admire this about you, but you're not really embodied yet. You just know a lot of stuff. And in that particular relationship, it kind of built my sense of self up and my ego a lot. And as we're breaking up, it kicked my ass. And if we're not actually embodying something, if we don't feel it, and let's decipher what these two are. Intellectual concept, like something you have as a strategy in your head. And that's where it ends, it starts and ends. Embodying, like you're connected to how you feel in your heart, in your body. This is why dance is so perfect. Whether you're in a relationship or not, being able to dance, it actually doesn't work in your head. So when you're learning the basic steps, you do need to go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. It's actually like a 4 count, so it's 1 through 8, but that's how you're doing it. Let's say it's salsa. Salsa is my personal favorite. I dance bachata and merengue as well. Women want to be led. And that shouldn't be a controversial statement, but it also kind of should, because we can be in communities or belief systems or red pill stuff where it's actually about control. It's about submission. And when I say submission, meaning I'm the man, I'm the leader, I'm the alpha, code word for I have a lot of insecurities. I'm in charge, I have all the money, you need to do this. Code word for there's some other shit going on underneath the surface. So that can be submission where a guy has ultimately usually leverage over the woman, and she's kind of going, okay, I guess I'll do it under this circumstance. Where a woman feeling safe enough that she trusts a man's leadership and direction, that it only feels right and makes sense and he's shown up consistently, that she just wants to surrender. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like if a woman has been forced to drive her own car most of her life, but she's always wanted to go on a road trip and like look out and you're going out west, you're in the States, you want to look at, there's butterflies and look at that field and birds and the mountains. It would be much nicer to just bliss out on the passenger side window and look at all that than focusing on one thing, gotta get us there, I have an objective. And it feels different in the brain and in the neurology and the nervous system of a male or a female. So when a guy can show that he can drive, she can go, finally, I get to give my keys to someone and you can drive. Thank you. And what does this have to do with dance? What's beautiful about dance and why it's so useful is only one person can drive. As a guy, you have to lead. It doesn't work any other way. If the girl tries to lead, it discombobulates the whole dance. It just doesn't work. There's an ebb and flow to dance. So dance has a science, a masculine. There's certain steps you need to follow, but a lot of it is an art. There's a fast song, there's a slow song. I was dancing bachata today. I don't dance much bachata. I was switching it up. How you line up, or how I would go and take a step forward if I just used my hands and I didn't use my body. It could be like, grabbing the steering wheel, but you're not hitting the pedals. It doesn't really work. Like, it kind of works, but it doesn't work. Why is this important? There's so many dynamics, like in dance, holding a girl that she feels safe, but she feels secure. But if you really hold her, you actually can't really dance. She's overly controlled. Maybe it sounds like your last relationship, or maybe whether you were overly controlled or you were being overly controlling. On the other hand, if it's too sensitive, too loose, it's kind of like, when someone shakes your hand like this, it's kind of like I'll leave that one out. It's kind of limp. You know what I mean? It doesn't really work. So there's a balance of providing safety, providing protection, but while this person that you have this opportunity to care for, to protect, is with you, but simultaneously free. Just like a relationship. And there has to be someone that leads, there has to be someone who initiates. And sometimes when you're dancing, the song's like you hit the button and the song's kind of playing, but you haven't got into the steps yet. So it can almost be like foreplay. If you just start, the minute you hit play, you just start dancing. It's like rushing physical intimacy, rushing sex, which for a woman feels terrible. For a guy might go, oh no, this is the only way I've ever done it. And you slow down. We get in our bodies. We breathe. Relationships, sex, physical intimacy, and dancing do not work sustainably, fulfilling from our heads. No criticism, no judgment. Ask me how I know. I can remember back to times of having enough intellectual knowledge about wanting to make a woman feel safe, and looking at it more like it was a mathematical process or some technique, even though I did care. But I had not really known how to hold space. And you mean hold space in the relationship? Is that what you mean? That's part of it. But it was even hold space for myself in my own body. And underneath that was past wounds, past hurts, some stuff I didn't even know was there, some stuff I was too afraid to look at. Maybe you can relate. And as guys, if you have the gift that you're about to go through a breakup, or you think you are, or you're single, it's a really awesome place to be, because you can do something from a clean slate. A lot of times as guys, until we actually want to step up in our relationships, we wait till the relationship, if it's a building, it's at a minimum, it's on fire. It hasn't crumbled yet, but it's on fire and it looks like it's gonna burn down, and they're like, all right, I should probably do something. It's the same thing with health. If you're a biohacker, you probably wouldn't wait until you got cancer to start eating healthy. So when we're learning things, dance, go watch dance. You'll have fun. Pick whichever one you want. I like salsa, bachata's cool, merengue's cool. You could pick tango, whatever. Flamenco doesn't work because it's a solo dance. It can be man or woman, but there's only one person. It shows you a way of understanding intimacy and relationships. And it gives you it shows you many ways actually. And it gives you an enormous advantage on how to navigate a relationship. I was dancing with my dance teacher today, and I have a disadvantage by having a dance teacher. Poor Phil. because she's good. So I can screw up and she still knows where I'm going. So it's actually a disadvantage. It's why I'll be going out and dancing much more. I leave Colombia in 119 days. Been here a while. Time to go back to the States. And oh, my mind just went somewhere else for a second. This hasn't happened on a live video yet. Bueno. But yeah, it teaches you something about what's inside of you, how you can lead as a man, and intimacy. And I was mentioning my dance teacher. I asked her today, can you be kind of like a crummy dancer next week? And she was kind of like laughing. She's like, why? I'm like, well, because I want to know when it's difficult. Because it's easy to lead when someone's expecting you to lead and knows what to look out for. But whether it's dance, whether it's in our relationships, whether it's dominating life, dominating ourselves so we show up dominant, not having dominance over another person, when those things are there, that's real leadership. When times are hard, when you don't want to do things. So I'll make some more dancing content. Get out there, try dancing. I'm consistently surprised after years, even today's class, going, God, there's so many metaphors, there's so many things. There's so many, and it's different to actually feel it in your body, feel it in your nervous system, rather than just watch it on YouTube or watch some bald American guy talk in his living room in Colombia about it. I highly recommend get your ass out there, go to a salsa class. It'll teach you to better understand women, to better understand sex and intimacy, and to better understand how to navigate life as a leader.